Hello and welcome back to Horoscope Forecasts 369, the home of your daily horoscope guidance. I'm Jenny, your friendly guide through the universe. No matter what your star sign is, we're here to make sense of what the stars have in store for you today. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on our daily forecasts. Now, let's dive in and see what the universe has for us today. Saturday, May 27th, 2023. Today's Aries horoscope. The moon spends the day in your work and health sector, dear Aries. Taking care of details and attention to practical priorities or your health satisfies you most. You find it hard to ignore taking care of business. You're also giving special thought to issues that you avoided in the past. There can be a little strain in your interactions or relationships later today, and you may feel less appreciated or acknowledged than you'd like. In fact, people may be wrapped up in their own issues too much to really reach out, and if they do, it may seem to be only if they want something. Aim to do your own thing, stick to your goals, be polite, and not take things too personally now. If the social elements of your life leave something to be desired, the upside is it can allow you to detach yourself enough to get things done. Today's Taurus horoscope. The moon spends the day in your sector of joy and creativity, dear Taurus, and it's a time of the lunar month for enjoying and appreciating your leisure time. You're emotionally and mentally invested in your heartfelt pursuits today. For the best results, aim to explore your thoughts and desires without pressure. You may not receive the appreciation you deserve and want later today, not of the sincere variety anyway, making this a better time to focus on yourself and your obligations than to worry too much about what others are, or aren't, doing. It makes sense to choose your wording carefully, as the potential for social clumsiness or oversensitivity is strong. It may not be natural to say the right thing, or others don't receive your messages well. A disconnect with a friend is possible. Looking at the big picture can help you gain perspective. Today's Gemini horoscope. You need more comfort, familiarity, and quiet today, dear Gemini, with the moon in your solar fourth house all day. For the best results, take this time to tone things down and enjoy yourself as you do. Resolving differences comes especially naturally through conversation or further thought. Healthy, flowing interactions are more challenging to come by as the day advances, and while the general air of disapproval is certainly not up your alley, you are wise enough not to take things so personally. When people cling to what they know and seem threatened by change or confrontation, you can see that it's about their insecurities and fears, not about you. The good news is that you might find it easier to detach yourself in order to get practical matters handled or to get some personal space. On the negative end, you may not be judging relationships or things very well now, making it important to set big decisions aside. Today's Cancer horoscope. Why the moon spends the day in your communication sector, dear Cancer, and you're interested in learning new things and connecting with others. A change of pace can be refreshing on an emotional level today. As much as you'd love to rely on others as the day advances, they may not be especially available or supportive just for the moment, perhaps as they could be wrapped up in their own problems and concerns. Resolve to do your own thing, and you'll be better off. While there can be some discouraging moments, enthusiasm is building for taking on new challenges. Today's Leo horoscope. With the moon in your solar second house all day, dear Leo, you want to settle in or make or build something. Pioneering is not your goal today. Your emotions are steady, and you focus more on your physical and comfort needs. You're not inclined to complicate things unnecessarily with this transit. Later today, with Saturn strong, a small discouragement might deflate you temporarily, and you can be a little emotionally distant as a result. There may be a reserved but polite atmosphere around you, yet underlying tension or a general disconnect and lack of understanding. A snub or missed opportunity, for example, can leave you hard to reach or on the fence. It's better to keep busy and attend to details. Today's Virgo horoscope. The moon is in your sign all day, dear Virgo, and you seek an emotional connection with the world around you. You're in the moment. Attention is likely to come your way. You can have a strong desire to let out any recent pent-up feelings and find some way to pamper yourself. You could feel that others are withholding or distant later today, with Saturn coming into stronger play. They may be self-protective if insecure. You may want a little distance yourself, although you may vacillate in this regard. You may not be entirely sure if you want more or less from a significant other right now. Rest your brain on this front. A little time and space may be all you need to sort things through, so there is no need to push. Today's Libra horoscope. The moon spends the day in the sign behind yours, dear Libra, and you could have a layer of anonymity around you. A desire or need to lay low and recharge your batteries emotionally can be in focus. You are in a better position than usual to identify those things that may undermine your happiness, as your observational skills are excellent. Later today, an awkward Venus-Saturn connection comes into play, temporarily highlighting fears or insecurities. This is transparent to you, but this doesn't mean it's easy to deal with. You need a little more time for yourself, and it doesn't hurt to keep your plans to yourself for now, since you may not have a receptive audience at the moment. Today's Scorpio horoscope. The moon in your friendship sector today stirs a desire to be around accepting or like-minded people, dear Scorpio, even if only in spirit. Alternatively, there's a stronger focus on positive goals, dreams, and wishes. With Saturn playing a stronger role in the day's energies as it advances, responsibilities or restrictions can seem a little heavy. Be quick to pull yourself out of a funk and handle problem areas for the best results. Avoid waiting for others to figure out what you need. Even interactions that seem polite on the surface can lack some depth, and this temporary energy can require backing off a little as you get a new perspective and make some edits to current projects or plans. Today's Sagittarius horoscope. Your responsibilities and performance are high on your list of concerns today, dear Sagittarius. You could feel motivated to do your best or put more pride into your actions or work. It's a fine time to check in with your goals and ambitions and assess where you may have gone off track. Identifying your priorities helps you get into a good frame of mind. Interactions later today can be a little strained or superficial, which can certainly put you off. But if you're armed with the knowledge that people feel a little self-protective, you won't be as inclined to take things too personally. It can be hard to get in real touch with your feelings and needs, especially whether you want some distance or to get closer to someone. Until you get that sorted, it's best to avoid premature actions. Today's Capricorn horoscope. Your need for some new or different experiences, however big or small, is active today, dear Capricorn. Your emotional energy, however, may not easily find concrete outlets. Although this may result in some restlessness and discontentment, you can discover certain ways to fulfill your desires without jumping the gun. Breaking your ideas or plans into parts can make sense, leading to small strides forward, and this is preferable to overshooting and getting nowhere. With Saturn forming picky aspects and casting a cooler, more distant energy over the day, it's not easy to come across warmly or to receive warmth from others temporarily. Aim to get along with others, but don't put too much energy into trying to make a situation right if it's just not going that way. A little space and time will iron things out. Today's Aquarius horoscope. Today is a fine day for introspection, dear Aquarius. Your need to observe and reflect is stronger than usual, as processing your feelings and recent events seems essential now. Rather than pushing forward with new activities, take the time to explore what is on the inside. Allowing yourself to take a step back to reflect will lead to better choices in the future. As the day advances and Saturn is prominent, timing in social settings can be a little off, so it would be a good idea to keep an open mind and avoid taking things too personally. Others may be withholding or distant, and possibly downright unsupportive right now. Try to squash worries unless they are motivating, since you don't need extra strain. Revise, edit, go over, and reflect rather than make important decisions, as judgment may be a little skewed now. Today's Pisces horoscope. The need to support or entertain others is in the forefront today, dear Pisces. While this is fine in its own right, it's also a much-needed diversion. You have an increased desire to interact, even while engaging in rather mundane or simple tasks. As the day advances and Saturn comes into stronger prominence, worrying is an inclination, but it's only good if it motivates you to fix a problem instead of just hanging over you for too long. There may be a snub or disappointment to deal with now, but it's temporary, and in fact, you're building up quite a bit of energy for turning situations around. While it may not be the best time to address issues, you can certainly resolve to take care of them when you have a better opening. Thank you for joining me here on Horoscope Forecasts 369. Don't forget to share these horoscope predictions with friends and loved ones who might benefit from them, and remember to hit the like button if you found today's predictions useful. I'm Jenny, and I'll be back tomorrow with more. Until then, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart open to the universe. Goodbye for now.